I think go ekuqaleni kulamjikelo wokuqala bayicontrole kakhulu itempo ngokwabo. Khaba sinike opportunity zokwenza i-game plan yethu kubo bayimuvile ibhola from i-kickoffs khabe out, so bayitshintshile yonke into, so khasi adapte quick enough for thina. So I think lamjikelo wokuqala eza points zabo zizehub because badlale ngayo ibhola kakhulu.
Jacques, can you just give us a summary of the game itself in hindsight?
A summary?
Yeah.
I thought, I think what Siya said now is that, listen, we didn't control the game in the first half. I don't think we were as accurate as we were last week. And they kept on making it offloading, taking high risks. And we didn't contain that well. And, we did well to come back. I thought 15-0 down against the All Blacks is a tough feat to get back, and I thought we got us back in the game in the back end of the first half, and then up to, I think they took scoreboard control again, I think it's 73 minutes. So we did back well to get us back in control of the game, and then we lost it at the back end.
Jacques, you speak about control. But a lot of the things that worked really well in Nelspruit weren't a feature of your game tonight. I'm thinking set pieces and kicking game.
Yep, 100%. So they controlled that. Yeah.
And Jacques, just on today, you guys got a lot of penalties and you declined 3 points at times. Is just the reason behind it? Because I think about 5 or 6 where you guys actually missed opportunities where the score could have been higher.
Yeah, but we felt the maul was working really well, and we're getting penalties of that. So we wanted to put more pressure on that. And I thought when it actually broke through, that last clean on the breakdown, they were very good on that. They got the steal or they got the penalty in the breakdown.
The job just on selection on Malcolm. Do you think that was a backline today, not to start Malcolm and start Joseph today?
No, there's always a reason. There's a rugby reason why we did that. But that's privileged.
What was the game plan on defense, Jacques? During the week, the All Blacks camp did indicate they will be looking to attack with more intent and use their territorial kicks. Your son was caught scrambling 3 times in the first half, once in the second half, with them between you guys on the outside. What was the halftime chat on that regard?
You said losing a 15 early on put you a little bit under pressure because somebody has to mark the backfield. And then one of your flanks will be exposed. So I thought that's probably, and us not being accurate in our kicking game, gave them the opportunity to keep it alive. And with one less body in the front line, it does put you under pressure.
Siya, more general comment on how do you feel after this defeat and how the team feels after this defeat, please?
No, of course we don't feel good at all about the defeat, and it's never good to lose, but we came out and we said, we've been saying the whole week, they just need one moment. They need a couple of moments to get into the game, and I felt the first half, they really controlled the game well. They moved the ball around and we couldn't impose our kicking game like we did last week, so they really did well on that. And then second half, I felt we started fighting back as a team, and the guys off the bench, they always bring energy, and they brought it. They brought a lot of it, which makes a huge difference. And then we lost it at the end. Well done to them. But all we can take is that we didn't give up. We kept on coming back, and we still got 4 more games to go.
The 6 teams split, a few games now, there's been very injuries, and they put the bench under pressure. Are you starting to reconsider it?
I was thinking about that today. I guess it works sometimes for you, sometimes against you. I think we've been coaching now, I think since I've been back, 45 games. And we probably in those 45 games went with a 6-2 split. I'm not sure. We'll have to go back in history more than 30 times. And that tactic have won as a World Cup, Rugby Championship, British and Irish Lions series. So it did bring us some positive results. But in saying that, we always know it's a risk if you get a backline injury early on, and it's just unfortunate.
Jacques, hoe dink jy het julle beheer oor die wedstryd verloor na daai laaste jy weet stadium van die wedstryd waar jy was voor die All Blacks het 14 ouens op die veld gehad. Hoe dink jy dit deur julle vingers geknip wat hoe dit gebeur?
Quick tap. We kicked the box kick. Ons het 'n box kick geskop, hulle het hom gemerk in hulle 22 en gequick tap en ons is net aan die slaap gevang daar.
Jacques, how crucial was that obstruction call in terms of halting the momentum that you guys were wrestling back?
Yeah, I thought that was a big call. I'm not saying it was a wrong call, but it was a big call. I thought Jaden stood his ground, but that's my feeling now. Probably we'll have a look at it again, and then it might be different. But that was a big call. I thought we had some nice momentum there in terms of putting them under pressure.
Jacques, die hele week was sover geweest dat julle wil baie graag 2 oorwinnings oor die All Blacks kry. Hoe goed van 'n terugslag is die nederlaag vir julle in die groter prentjie van die kompetisie? En die tweede deel van my vraag is Jacques, kan ek jou vra asseblief wat is die prosesse nou van hier vanaf tot met donderdag voor jou vertrekking?
Ja, Percy, weet jy, ja, dit is ons het die hele tyd daarvan gepraat. Luister, ou kom jy baie in 'n posisie waar jy die All Blacks back-to-back kan wen nie, en ons het onsself in daai posisie gesit, maar ons het ons vanaand teleurgestel in terme van om dit nie te bereik nie. En waar sit dit ons in terme van die Rugby Championship? Daar's nog 4 wedstryde oor, jy weet, so dit is die eerste 2 wat agter die blad is. Ons het nog 4 oor. Ons sal en op ons pad vorentoe, ons is af, ek dink ons vlieg Australië toe donderdag. Ons sal eers kyk na al die beserings vanaand en dan sal ons 10-1 met die selectors sit môre en dan sal ons 'n squad kies wat Australië toe gaan.
Jacques, do you think it was a mistake not to pick Malcolm Marx to start?
They've asked it already, and I'll say, listen, there's always a reason why we do that. There was a rugby reason for that, but unfortunately it's privileged. The players all know, every single player know why we went that route, and there's a very logic reason why we did that.
So you think this is an opportunity missed tonight? In terms of ascendancy and keeping the All Blacks low in confidence?
Yeah, of course we would have loved to gain momentum, but we can't keep our heads down for long, because there's still 4 more games to go. But yeah, we did miss an opportunity, but like I said, they played really well today. They controlled the game well, and I thought, the second half, the way we fought back, and Jacques said, one moment we slipped up, we fell asleep in a quick tap, and that's what they can do. But you know what? Like Jacques said, we'll see what squad is going next week, and we have to focus on Australia now. Start tomorrow.
Jacques, you spoke about things about players after the defeat against Wales. What have you learned today about this group?
No, I think we learn a lot. Yeah, obviously certain guys got opportunities and to go out there, improve themselves, and yeah, we will learn. We'll learn from that as a group. We'll learn as players. A lot of guys got. Joseph got an opportunity against New Zealand. And he will become a better player for that.
Sorry, as a coaching group as well.
And as a coaching group, yeah, definitely.
It was a bit more width tonight at times, and that went well. I mean, he probably kicked a bit fewer kicks, and from a positive point of view, you got around him a few times, which must have been easy.
Yeah. I thought sometimes I was thinking in the coach's box. Sometimes games like this happen where you're over the try line. I think we were 3 times over the try line, but we got 0 points for that. And rightly so. But I mean, you created the opportunity. You just sometimes it goes for you, and you score those tries. But and sometimes and I'm not even counting the one where the ball got ripped out of Ox and Lukey was through, and we got called back for a knock-on. So there was some nice opportunity there on attack. But yeah, sometimes it just goes that way. Yeah.
Jacques, verlede jaar toe se toets die All Blacks verloor, het teen die einde met nie goeie besluit geneem en meer amper gevoel of dit 'n herhaling daarvan was vanaand. So hulle 14 man was en ons dalk die bal geskop het, toe ons dalk die bal moes versprei.
Ja, ek dink is altyd 'n goeie, is altyd in hindsight dan sê, kom ons sê maar Pimpie vang hy bal en jy kry 'n turnover en jy vat hom buite en jy gaan druk en almal gesê dit was goed. So ek dink die skop was so akkuraat geweest nie, en well done vir Will wat hom gemerk het en die fout wat ons daar gemaak het, ons was nie skerp genoeg met die quick tap nie. En dis nie asof ons nie gedink het hulle gaan dit doen nie. Ons het geweet hulle sal dit doen. Ek dink net ons het daar 'n bietjie afgeskakel.
So yeah, just in terms of All Blacks, all week they're talking about coming to this hostile environment, Ellis Park. Do you think that coming here actually motivates the opposition more than?
I'm not sure, but it does motivate us as a group, and it did. And I think the past two, actually, since we started playing at home this year, the South African public has been next level, and we are really grateful for that as players, and we don't take it for granted at all. And I think I said it yesterday, you know, with everything happening here, and for people to keep on coming out like this and stay behind, you know, even though we couldn't get the results, we are really grateful. So, it might be hostile for people, but we definitely use it for motivation.
Jacques, ek weet jy is natuurlik nie 'n spelers nou wil op na so 'n nederlaag wil isoleer nie, maar kan ek net vra asseblief, praat gou 'n bietjie met my oor iemand soos Lukanya. Aan my opinie het hy 'n vreeslike goeie game vanaand gehad, maar natuurlik die resultaat wys dit natuurlik vanaand.
Ja nee, ek dink Lukie was uitstekend geweest, jy weet. En soos ons kan sien, hy kan enige tyd vleuel speel as hy moet. Ja, hy was uitstaande geweest besig.
Just Jacques, on tactically as well. I know you've been a lot of passes in the past, but players you've taken off, you haven't taken off, you give them 30 minutes, so you've taken them just before halftime. Can you tell us the reasoning why? Why can't you just play them for a little bit of a longer period and then take them off?
Like I've said in the past, they've got a specific job to do, and the moment they are not, they've done their job, or they are not doing their job anymore, that's when we take them off. And it's been discussed with the players. They know that's how it works. Classic example, Wales' third test, Jasper. He had a specific job to do, and the moment we see a drop in that, because we have 6 forwards on the bench, we will do the sub. And it's not, I think, and that's where we're probably different than other teams, you know, and we do things a little bit differently. For us, it's you've got a specific job to do. If you do that job, you give everything as long as you can. The moment you can't do that anymore, then we take you off.
Jacques, we know you like to sing about players, but how impressive was Lukanya today?
No, he was very good, very good. No, he was very good. I thought he was excellent. And again, last week as well at 13 at wing, he's a phenomenal player. We all know he's a phenomenal player.
Siya, looking just forward to the World Cup this year, there are obviously the All Blacks, but also other teams that are going stronger. You're going to have a test with the French. How are you looking at this team?
We're not there yet. Obviously, we've got Australia coming up, but we're building obviously, and we will do our homework closer to the time. But yeah, there are so many teams who are playing really well this year, and obviously France is up there. They're number one for I think they're second or third or second or first. Yeah. So, but we've got Australia now, and it's good for rugby that all the top 10 teams, you know, are doing really well. It'll be good when the World Cup comes.
Guys, we'll take another 2 questions or so. Adnan, you had a question? No? Okay, we'll go there.
See, you guys had a lot more success at the breakdown last week. Was that a difference from you guys going in there, or did the All Blacks change something up?
So please ask.
You guys had a lot more success at the breakdown last week.
Yeah.
What was the difference?
No, I thought they were good today, and they were a little bit more accurate than us in a couple of breakdowns, and especially when we were getting momentum, you know, and they would just be a little bit quicker in getting in than us today.
Hi, Jacques. There was a lot of talk about Dwayne Fabinho's return for this particular encounter. Do you feel like he did enough for you in the minutes that he played in the first half?
Yeah, listen, that's the thing with Dwayne. We wanted to give him, I think, a couple of players. I think Ox, Dwayne, Joseph. It's players that we will definitely use in the future. And it was a nice opportunity for us to give them a little bit of a run, you know, and they will get better.
Guys, we'll take 2 more questions. One over here.
No, that was mine.
Was that your question?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Just Jacques, going forward for Australia, what areas do you feel that you guys need to fine tune? They were playing the Wallabies and I think it's coming up.
I think the Wallabies are a little bit different. It will be a different kettle of fish in terms of what we got from New Zealand and Wales. So I think we will have to change quite a bit going to them. They have a completely different style of attack, of defence, and how they do things. So we will have to do a nice review of these two games and see where our game's at, where are we building, where do we have growth, where are we may be slow in growth still, and then we will have to focus on Australia. We haven't had results against them for quite some time, so it's going to be a nice, tough challenge for us. Yeah.
Last question is it Kosa?
No, it's for Jacques. I don't know how to
Okay.
The box kicking, the incessant box kicking. There were 3 minutes left, pressure comes on, you need to score a try to get within a point, kicks it up in the air, you lose possession. Are you reconsidering that time?
Look, it's up to the players there. We've got a certain, can I say, game plan that we have there, but within that the players must use their experience and their talents, you know. And if he felt in that situation it was the right thing to do, and that's probably one of the things that we will have to assess. Then I'll have to back him, because obviously we select him. But then is, listen, could we have done something different there? Yes, we could have, I think. Like we've said, I thought we got nice joy taking the ball wide. But I don't think it might have, let's say we won the ball and we scored a try, we would have said, listen, great decision. So we must always be careful that we're not outcome based only. You know, was it the right decision? Was it not the right decision? And because we got a negative outcome doesn't necessarily mean it was the wrong decision. Maybe it was poor execution.
So next jonke game go xa siphinde sadibana vele siyagoduka ngomso siyakifamily zethu, but sawujonga xa sibukela igame, and then I'm sure umqeqeshi wethu bazokwenza i-research, babukela igame, and then sibukele sonke, and then bazosendela imidqafazo sijonge ukuthi singalungisa phi.
Cool. Guys, thank you so much. The All Blacks are outside. And then we'll bring in Frans Malherbe and Lucanio M a little later after them. All right.